That's it's weird watching it go on the phone over here and then on the screen. It's different. It's time different, but that's the way we got to go to keep the to keep the chats up so I can see everything.
I
But
also forgot how dramatic that animation was with the Grim Reaper.
good afternoon or good evening, right? Evening. 7 o'clock makes evening, right? Yeah, we're pros.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I guess we've never really done the introductions on Papa. That's Toucan right over there.
What up?
Yeah, welcome to End of Airsoft. We're here just to talk some nonsense, I suppose. Actually, no, that's not what we do. We're actually trying to share some information with you guys. Get out there, get you guys out there playing some airsoft. You know, whether you're brand new or a 30-year veteran, we want to try to make your time out there slinging plastic as positive as possible. So.
And if you want to join in on the conversation, we're going to try to watch all the chat channels and all the comments. We will answer you if we can. Thank you all for all the comments from the last live stream. We really appreciate it, except for you, Wes. Except for you.
Absolutely. And Crisper, the first to chime in. What's up, buddy? How are you? Thank you very much for joining.
Hey.
He's a dedicated fan. I love it. he actually has given some great feedback. More than positive feedback, guys. We want to know if we're sharing with you what you guys want and what do you want us to share with you. This episode, we're really going to focus. The main topic, as it says, is it's about, especially if you're a beginner, what gear do you need? Not what do you want, not what will make it a little bit easier. Not, starting off with what do you need, and then working all the way to what's the cool stuff to really have. Even if you've been playing for a long time and all this kind of stuff, but the start of it is what do you need to get out there and actually play unhindered. So buy once, cry once. Christopher, I would love to agree with you, but I know you, like most of us, have an arsenal and multiple. Don't you? You don't have a D-hop? I don't think I knew that. I thought you had one. I guess we got to get you one.
It almost sounds like a lie coming from you.
I'm a little surprised he doesn't have one. I got to get one out to him then. I actually have a couple that have to get out. I think there's two that still need to be shipped. It has taken forever to get barrels in. I don't know if it's a resurgence or whatever it is, but shipping has absolutely gone downhill once again. So I apologize to everybody who has been waiting. We've got some in, we got more coming, we've got more coming. The giant shipment that I announced I think it was last stream, that has come and gone and only had like 3 barrels in it. It's hard to get them in, especially in needful sizes. If anybody out there's got PDWs, I got plenty of those. I got a bunch of sub 200 or right at the, like 235 on down. I got plenty of those right now. So if everybody's
I'm sitting over here needing like a 600 millimeter inner barrel for an M1919. It's poor Papa.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't know. No, not poor me. I mean, this is a wonderful problem to have. That people wanting things that things that I have are in demand. That's fantastic. It makes me feel great. It's another piece of that gratitude. Happy that we could be here doing what we're doing now and being able to bring what we can to whomever might be watching other than Crisper. It really is. It's a great feeling to be able to do it. Whether somebody watches live or watch after the fact, hopefully we've actually been able to help at least one person. I know that we've had some people chime in and say, hey, I watched a stream and I didn't know this or know that. That's awesome. And I love to be able to bring that. So, I can't say it enough. Guys coming out to the field, I know we're going to talk about it, but honestly, Pew Pew Barbecue went off phenomenally. It was great. I loved it. And apparently, and maybe we should spend a little bit of time on this, 1v1s are something that people are just dying for because they absolutely seem to love it. And people are talking about wanting it back. So, if you want to talk a little bit about what that actually is, feel free to share.
I actually have that in my news announcement section. How about I bang out all the event dates, then we'll get down to the news, eh? And that includes
Sure,
that one.
sure. So let everybody know you are getting ready to say upcoming events. So
Of 2012. No, I'm kidding.
I should learn how to do those highlights in YouTube where people can just click forward to it. But maybe someday
that
I'll
would be
figure that out.
convenient.
Yeah, I'll figure that out to have some kind of menu like that.
But on to the upcoming event. So, Mini Milsim 4.5 Summer Strike by Matt Boyle at Wasteland Ops in Bellevue, Florida, August 27th. It is an introductory Milsim game on a really fun AO with high elevation, very unusual for the state of Florida. It's $50. They've opened up part of the property for camping the night before. I have played at the field. I like the field. And speaking of playing in that field in the past, Black Dragon Siege, Twin Dragon by RCA Custom. This is also at Wasteland Ops in Bellevue, Florida.
RC Custom, by the way. RC Custom.
RC. What is it? For a moment there, it was formerly Rage Custom.
Yeah, formerly Rage Custom. It is RC Custom now. Yep.
Yep. Ron Weber himself. It's a three-way Milsim experience with tan versus green versus a TFR. Woo! TFR forces calling in right here. Very excited to ruin it for tan and green. That event is going on September 30th to the 1st. It is a one-day event. I put the 30th in because it's really being highlighted that there will be camping. $65, really fun introductory Milsim game as well. Very fun personal experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Something a little outside of the state, but relatively local. Operation Series Viking by Third Coast Airsoft by the
There we go. There we go. Next big event for DEO. We'll be there.
K-Bar, woo! Oh, and shout out to Laz and the guys and gals of Tryhards in Grizzly. Yeah. That is in Perry, Georgia at the Guardian Center. It's a bucket list AO. If you like airsoft, if you take airsoft seriously, this is like one of the 3 locations you should try going to on the eastern United States.
Absolutely.
So amazing. It's a city. There's a blown out car garage. There's a subway system. It's fantastic. Fantastic. September 16th to the 18th. You're getting what you pay for. It's $270. You are getting more than what you pay for, I would argue.
This will be the first event that I've ever played anything other than green. So getting to play K-Bar under Bulldog's leadership, looking forward to it. Give it a try. I've never seen the difference. I think you play your game. Don't worry about what color you're under. But playing as K-Bar, we have some detachments under it too that are, and for those of you that are new, you break things down like that in a Milsim. You have companies and detachments and platoons and all kinds of stuff like that. So we're gonna have a great time playing as part of K-Bar. So
yeah, I've also only ever played green, so this is a hard departure from the comfort zone, which is probably healthy. So, and speaking of a fun Milsim experience, our friends at ATE Airsoft have created Operation Deliverance. It's going to be at the Indian Paintball Park in Perry, Georgia. Mm-hmm. Again, it's not Florida, but it's local enough, honestly.
Yeah, Georgia is right around the corner from us, yeah.
It's like 50, 60 acres. It's an awesome location. They got guard towers, towns, cottages. They're offering free primitive camping, which is nice.
Yep.
And that is from November 4th, 5th, and 6th. We will be there because you support your friends. And quite frankly, if they weren't my friends, I still would go because, it's Ron Wiener and Bulldog. Come on. And speaking of loving your friends, obligatory Wasteland 14.
Of course.
Woo!
Of course.
Wasteland 14, Mind Game Productions. That is the event organizer. But more importantly, Mac. We love you, Mac. We love you, Mac. This is at Wasteland.
Sorry, just saying hi to Tom. Tom Penland just jumped in.
Sup, Tom? This event is at Wayne's World of Paintball in Ocala. November 19th. Yes, Eric Dubin, November 19th. You got played alive, and I'm so sorry, on the Facebook group for Wasteland, which if you're not a part of, you should join. It is the longest running airsoft Fallout LARP in the country and in the world, last time I checked.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Super
By the way,
awesome.
what's up, Big Mo?
Mo! It's Fallout, it's LARPing, there's hardcore politics, there's really fun economy, Sunshine Bay Merchant Caravan. So great. It's fantastic. So join, and $45. If you pre-register, it's like a $5-10 discount for an amazing event.
It's an awesome experience, and we'll talk more about it. I think maybe this stream we can share a little bit more about the difference between that and maybe we'll do another stream about that kind of stuff. But
absolutely,
yeah,
that is a grand idea. Write that down. Speaking of friends, speaking of local events, Operation Drug Wars 2
there it is. Yep,
by the Tryhards. This is down in Matrix Tactical, the paintball field in Miami, Florida. This is a DEA versus cartel style force on force event. If I am misrepresenting the event, Laz, you can DM me and call me all the names you want. I'll take it, and I love you. But please go support an awesome local event. It has a limited capacity, so if you want to attend, better sign up for tickets now. $45. $45 by a group that is very familiar with Force on Force, very familiar with objective-based games, very familiar with Milsim, and more importantly, Laz's smiling face.
Absolutely.
Check it out. That is the 30th of July. Very, very soon. And speaking of more local events, even localer to me, not you. Black Tiger they presented this a little while ago. Far, Far Away at BTA, October 15th. It's a Star Wars Airsoft LARP. There's not much to say about it other than, do you like Star Wars? Do you like Airsoft? Do you like pretending you're not yourself? More details as they make them. It is integrating the best parts from Battle of Yendor with the experience of field owners and event organizers. So if the good parts of Yendor you liked, it's going to be there.
Once again, it's a different kind of event. We'll talk more about that kind of event versus other kinds of events. Those of you that are unaware of the different types of events that are out there, we'll talk some more about that. Well, look at there.
And pushing through, Gulf Coast Airsoft / Badlands. This isn't an event. This is just to keep awareness up on them. They are hopefully sooner than later opening up their indoor CQB arena. They've done a lot of work. Our friend Deadpool of Walk On Airsoft has even painted one of their buildings. That group is really trying to get that place open. Their shop is open. It's in Avernus, Florida. Go support them. They are working to finish settling with the city to have the right whatever they're working on, not to misrepresent them. But their shop is open. They are stating publicly it will be open sooner than later. Support another indoor field.
Absolutely.
Great group. Yep. Check them out on Facebook. Follow Gulf Coast Airsoft, please. Into the news and announcements. That basically wraps up the events.
That's all the upcoming events.
All the upcoming events. We're now moving into news and announcements. Warrior Sports Park now offers airsoft on Sundays for $35. The field is not bad at all. They have they have buildings, dynamic field design. I was shocked. They made an announcement not too long ago on Facebook, and I Facebook stalked their field. Not a bad reputation to them. The actual props they have set up look nice. Go check them out if you're in the area near Warrior Sports Park. Go check out that location to support our hobby.
Biggest thing to reiterate on that, guys. Sunday. He said open on Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
A lot of people looking for Sunday games. This is a place that's currently open on Sunday now. So if you can't get off on a Saturday, can't go play somewhere on a Saturday, just know this is an area that's open on a Sunday. No.
Please, if you're in the area and you're looking for airsoft and you have a Sunday off, go support them.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, pal?
Justin. Remember that ASG Airsoft runs games at Palm Bay Paintball. It's a good field and it deserves your attention. That sounds, I'm not trying to diminish them. They're out there. They post a lot. I don't feel like they get enough love. Check out ASG Airsoft at Palm Bay Paintball. Check them out. If you're in the area, go check them out. They run games. Good crew, guys. No weird reputation to them thus far. And last on the news and announcement docket, CIA, Competitive Indoor Airsoft in Tampa.
You want to say that again? CIA is what?
I know. I fucking blurred my slurs.
Yeah, you did. Try it again. Try it again. CIA is?
Competitive Indoor Arena.
There we go.
That is the name in Tampa. This is a competitive indoor arena that also has a pro shop. Gameplay and arena looks great. They are also another location that I feel like they have a lot to offer to people, just not enough attention. Go check them out too, CIA in Tampa. They deserve at least a look-see. It's an indoor CQB experience. If you want to try indoor CQB or that's what you do, there you go.
My understanding is that they're actually trying to their goal is to actually try to bring up the competitive level. From my understanding, they're wanting to try to make this into a national style competition, which is something that Airsoft is sorely missing. Is that level of competition, that level of tournament play, things like that. It's definitely something that we're missing. That I think we're on the way to it. It definitely is difficult with an integrity-based sport, but I'd love to see it. Obviously, you know my feelings on that.
Yep.
And eventually, sometime very soon, I hope that we're going to do another 6mm shootout. So we'll talk some more about that at a later date.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Super local news for Dead and Outfitters. BP Barbecue 1v1s. I had no idea. I had no idea you guys would be so receptive.
Right.
Hour and a half of 1v1s.
Yeah, real quick, just to give a shout out to Toucan and everybody, but really, he did a great job out there. We spent the whole day playing, whole day cooking. But guys, the games were mostly over, and we started calling 1v1s. We expected maybe 2-3 hour and a half, guys. Hour and a half. They're out there playing 1 versus 1. Guys calling each other out. Players saying, I challenge you to this kind of an event. And they went out there with pistols only or shotguns only or whatever the event was. And it was a great time. It was challenging of each other with some fantastic sportsmanship involved as well. I definitely have to say that.
And I will say this as the one that organizes the game days for Greg, the actual physical field gameplay. We will be integrating 1v1s as an end of day activity in if you're familiar with our field, the admins, the last hour of the day, we go into our action stat game modes where it's a random pick of the game. We'll do this or that. We will integrate 1v1s at the end of the day. And I just wanted to note this too. We were not expecting maybe 10 people to do the 1v1s. We had 30 overall. Yeah. 30 people. And one of them, props to this guy or this group, one of them was a 1v2 full auto HPA versus 2 AEGs. And it was up in the air until the end. We were all just like, oh, as it was. I mean, it was really great. There was a lot of great gameplay, a lot of competitiveness, but more importantly, a lot of, as Greg said, sportsmanship. It was really, it was nice. It was fun.
Tom, it works out a lot. Normally we do at the end of the day, we do, what do you guys want to play? Kind of, let's have some fun, loosen it up a little bit for those that are left behind in 100-degree weather. Everybody else has left or died or whatever. So yeah, we give them the opportunity to do it. And it ends the day well. You just got to make sure you keep track of everybody that goes on, because we've had some people we lost for like 45 minutes, but we found them again.
Dave.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right. So it's you know, it was a great experience, great event. The Pew Pew barbecue went off famously. It really did. I mean, this was our third annual, and I think third, fourth, gosh, maybe fourth annual. And it really is. It's a lot of fun. Um, I love getting all the whole community out there, getting families out there. I love the cooking aspect of it, the play aspect of it, being able to share with players, significant others, or otherwise what they're out there doing and seeing their reactions to it. So it's a lot of fun, and that was really a great time. So, but yeah, Tom, it during lunch. Some people, we tried doing it during lunch, and a lot of people either want that as their break time or want to eat, obviously, during lunch. So that's why we opted for end of day. So it works out great.
oh, and just to punctuate it, that's the news. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for tuning in to Khan's news segment. Signing off. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Logging out. No.
And onto the topic,
The
guys.
topic.
Yeah, those of you that are on and watching right now, please, 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 if we spur something in you or whatever it might be, please feel free to throw something in the chat. We'd be more than happy to. Why do I feel like I'm not seeing everything? More than happy to respond to it or add it out there. There he is, Orlando. What's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, and actually, yeah. So while we're on here, before I forget, news topic. Toucan, I want to add this in there. If you want to put the update on Facebook, we're looking to do we're doing a school supply drive this weekend. Um, bring out any set of school supplies, things like that. You're going to get free gifts, free food, things like that. At the school at the game this weekend. Um, so we're wanting to try to do kids getting ready to go back to school. Not everybody can necessarily afford to or has everything that they need to get their kids back to school. We want to see what we can do to help out with that. This was an idea that Rattler threw out there to me, and I chomped onto it. Absolutely fantastic idea. Another way to help out the community. So happy to do it. Would love to do it, and let's go ahead and get as many people out there as we can helping out. So, and now with that, we are main topic of the day. Obviously, as we said before, is that aren't local. Can we send money instead of? Yeah. Yeah, CRISPR, get with me. Let me figure out how to do that. I mean, if you want to just send it, I don't know receipt wise, but yeah, let me figure that out. Maybe I could put something up on the. Oh yeah, I can actually put an item up on the website, and you can choose how to send it. I can do that. So I'll post that. I'll post that out at some point. Thank you for that, CRISPR. Appreciate that. So today's topic is about what you need to get out there on the field versus what do you need to get out there. What's that strong desire to want versus what you actually need to play. So the bottom line to play a game of airsoft is need something that shoots a BB, something that holds all those BBs, and something to protect your eyeballs. That's primarily all you actually need to get out and play.
And clothes.
And some kind of covering. Sure. What do you really need to get out on the field? Proper eye pro. Let's start there. Eye pro is really truly key. It's got to be ANSI rated, and it's got to be full seal. I know there's a lot of fields. There's a lot of fields that don't actually require full seal, guys, and I will tell you, just because it doesn't have to be doesn't mean it shouldn't be. Yeah, there's people that have done tests, and it's proven that BBs can get behind a gasket on what's it called, on like Oakley's or something like that. Sure, but it still slows it down at the very least. I mean, if you want to be truly the best eye pro you can have, the number one best eye pro you can have, pair of big, giant, bulky fan goggles.
I was gonna say just not showing up.
Well,
Because then you don't have to worry about it. I mean,
keep your eyes closed like this, and then don't have to worry about it. No, it's
when I drive,
you absolutely have to have. Don't skip on the eye pro. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Definitely don't skip on the iPro. Christmas, and I'll put that up. Don't skip on the iPro. That's not where to save money. Absolutely not. Yeah. First of all, if you can't see, you can't play. You got to be able to see to play. So getting out there with safety as your number one priority, absolutely. Um, After that, after you've been playing for a while, that's when you start moving up to not just being able to see, but comfort, lightweight, and things like that. Absolutely. But you have to have the safety first. Have to have it. That's number one. First and foremost, have to have iPro. Under 18, as far as I know, all fields, but I could be wrong. I know our field for sure, have to have lower face protection. Again, I would recommend it. I don't go on a field without it. Don't feel like getting shot in the cheek or the nose or the lips or anything like that. Certainly don't feel like losing teeth. Um, Not a 100% necessity, but definitely something I would 100% recommend. Um, your protection, protecting yourself, absolutely a necessity. Uh, Clothing. What do you need? Something to not be thrown in jail for indecent exposure. You have to have that. What makes most sense? Um, some kind of covering top. It doesn't have to be long sleeve. If you're a new player, you might want like a fishing style shirt that is long sleeve if you're not used to getting hit in the open skin. But you're gonna want something, no hoodies, nothing like that. You're gonna want something that breathes, and lightly protects. Pants wise, for your bottoms, I would recommend something that's long pant. A lot of people love to play in shorts. If you're a new player, again, I would recommend long pants. As far as what's on your feet, I'm going to say something that comes up to your ankles, especially if you're not used to running in a grassy area that possibly has divots and things like that in it, so you don't roll your ankle.
Do not wear flip flops.
No open toe shoes.
We do not suggest Crocs.
Definitely not, John. Definitely not.
I didn't say that. I didn't.
Those are that again. Right now, that's the need. You got to have something like that, and then you move on to your wants. Mo says, gloves and boots. Gloves and boots. Gloves are something I definitely recommend. Also, catching one in a knuckle. Honestly, a couple weeks ago, Marley, one of our team guys.
Gasket caught one already.
Toucan's best friend caught one right in the thumb, right in the knuckle, right here. I had to tourniquet it off and literally cut it out. Had to. So gloves are a strong recommendation, and it only takes one shot in the hand before you decide, yeah, I want gloves. Barbecue day by the 3 game, I was down to a t-shirt and gloves. Yeah, it definitely happens. It gets hot out there, especially down here in Florida. It gets very hot. You want to wear something that you're going to be comfortable in, something that covers you enough. Beyond that, now you're talking about, what do you need to play? You need a gun, whether it's a pistol or a rifle, or we're talking airsoft, so I'm not going to say your melee weapons because those are all non-primary. But you need something to get out there and pew. So, and it doesn't have to be something great, just something that gets you out there. It's my understanding that Toucan and Skywalker were out decimating a field of players with some lower quality equipment.
Full credit to Skywalker. He was the maverick. He was a trailblazer who elected to frank and gun a $11 Walmart. I don't know. He shoved the lipo in there and said, "Why not .12s?" And then he went at it. And props to that guy. It worked. He let me shoot it. It worked. He killed like 6 or 7 guys in one round. It was hilarious. I didn't even know until the end of the round. He's like, "Dude, he was like, I love you, Fallon. I love you."
He has inspired us to actually, sidebar, has inspired us to create a new game, Trash vs. Treasure, where we're going to have, lower quality guns with higher quality players and show that it's not the gun. Yep. The gun only improves what you already are. So, So you need the gun, and you need. I would say you need BBs. I would say you need quality BBs. Um, you mentioned .12s. We don't even allow those on the field.
Yeah,
Point
full
12.
disclaimer: the point .12s were in a gun as quality as the point .12s. Full disclosure.
So yeah, .12s are too light. They don't fly well. They also shatter on impact, things like that. So you don't want anything less than a .2. But you got to have good quality BBs. Have to have the BBs obviously in order to shoot something. Um, so whatever gun it is that you choose, whether it's a gas gun or an AEG, which is an automatic electric gun, or an HPA, high pressure air gun, any one of those kinds of guns, you got to have that. You got to have something to get out there and play with. Um, you know, so just the quick recap is, cover yourself head to toe as best you want. Cover your eyeballs because you need to. Get something that shoots. Get out there and play something that carries your BBs. That'll keep feeding them into the thing that shoots. In order to play airsoft, that's what you need. Now, what do you need? What do you gotta have? What is the like that super strong desire that increases gameplay? Some guys have mentioned some stuff already. Absolutely, get out there. Listen, you got good eye pro. That's great. Throw an X fog on there. We live down here in South Florida. Anywhere where there's high heat, high humidity, X fog's the way to go. Absolutely 100%. I can't mention it enough. Um, you have to absolutely have something that keeps the fogging away, and nothing does it better than X fog, one without fail. Um,
You get what
and
you pay for. Famously, I have gone to events where people go, the price is stupid and the idea is dumb. And then they buy the goggles and they're like, I am stupid. I am dumb.
absolutely,
They work.
and they're adaptable. It's not like I said before, getting a pair of fan goggles. That's all well and good, but they're about this big on your face. Not the most comfortable thing necessarily in the world to play with. Whereas X Fog, any iPro, they fit right in. It's adaptable to you. It's not you having to adapt to it. So it's adaptable to you. So when we say, what is that thing that, okay, you need iPro to play, but what do you need? Well, X Fog, absolutely 100%. And listen, I currently, Aaron he keeps teasing me. I still have yet to sign the contract. That's on me. Not because I don't want to. I just keep forgetting. We don't even carry them yet. I keep telling him I'm gonna, and I keep forgetting. He's so backed up because he doesn't make it just for airsoft. He actually works with fire departments. He works with Fed. He works with police departments. Works with, like, it's trusted across the country and across the world. You got to do it. Um, it's a must have for your iPro. Um, eh, we talked about throwing gloves on your hand, guys. When you're playing, it's not just about that. Your hands get sweaty. Get some gloves on your hands. Cover your knuckles. Cover your fingertips. Cover all that, and get out there and play. You got to have that. You got to have it.
Mechanic gloves. Mechanic X gloves are awesome.
They really are. One I almost started carrying them here. The one reason I wasn't carrying them here, they're expensive. They cost $1. They really do. To get the right ones, you want ones that have the rubber armor on them. You want that. You don't anything that doesn't have armor on them is going to do you no good. I mean, it's gonna come and it's still gonna hurt. It's still gonna hurt. If you got armor on them, it's not gonna hurt. Um, um,
Ooh.
so yeah, you're right, Chris. Right. So I'm using need two different ways, right? I'm using need as in what you must have, right? And then I'm also saying need is like I gotta have it. I gotta have it. That kind of need as well. Um, that is a want for sure, but I mean, really, if you were at a point and you've been playing for a while and you want to step your game up, what does it take to do that? What does it take to step that game up now that you've gotten to play? You've been out there a couple times, been out there many times. You're ready to move to that next level. What does it take to do that? Okay, well, again, check your eyes first. Start there. Move from there. Put something on your back that carries water. Guys, you don't, especially down here, you don't want to dehydrate. Right? Some guys, we only play 15-minute games, and we still got people falling out, right? Got to throw a camel pack in. Got to carry it. They make plenty of things. Get an ice pack. Get an ice plate rather. Freeze it the night before. Put it on. As it melts, you drink it. I mean, that's the number one thing. We used to carry them here. They're a little bit more difficult to get now. We'll get some kind of hydration carrier, whatever it takes. Get that out there. You are 100%, 100% for newbies out there. We're gonna move right into that. Get the gun. Get the gun. You're out there. You're playing now. You can see well. Can you shoot well? Okay, so you got your gun. You spent your 180 to 250 or whatever it was on that first gun. You're out there shooting. Is it living up to your ability? If you've outgrown that new player capabilities, what's the next step? Where do you go from there? Well, listen, people have been telling me to say it, so I'm going to say it. Whatever gun you got, D-hop it. Throw a D-hop. I've only come across right now, I think, two times where I have not been able to get a D-hop to work in a particular gun. It just happened recently in one, and it's not my favorite gun. It wouldn't work, and I wasn't upset about it.
M14 EBR?
No, actually, they worked fine in that one.
Gross. I mean, what a good gun.
Got to throw a D-hop in. It's going to control the BB better. If you're upgrading the gun, if not, keep that as your secondary and or as a backup and have a number one priority. Have it the primary. Have a gun that's going to be foolproof. It's going to work. You're going to pick it up. Going to work. You're going to point, shoot, and hit. Period. That's if you are now up to that level of gameplay, then your gun should match your level of gameplay. Get there. That's what you got to have as well. If you want to compete at that level. If you're just playing local games and you're just running around having fun, then there's nothing wrong with that. I'm an idiot on the field. I'm out there having fun.
Oh, you are?
Say again?
No, I said, oh, you are?
Oh.
I had no idea.
Yeah, when I get to play. Make sure your battery is quality. Yeah, you need a battery for an automatic electric gun. Sure, an 8.4 nickel metal hydride is a battery. Absolutely. It's not going to last you. It's not going to give you all the power you deserve. Right? Like lithium polymer or lithium ion, those are batteries you want to go with. Make sure they're charged. Make sure they're balance charged. Have a good charger. Got to have those things too. Again, these are got to haves as you step your game up. Not to get you on the field. To get you on the field, you need a gun, a battery, some kind of wall charger, the iPro. This is now, you've done that. You've been out there. You've played. You got it under your belt. I'm ready for new. Let's go. Camel Pack keeps it cold all day. Yeah, again, don't skimp on the Camel Pack, right? Don't go and just get one that's going to burst day one or anything like. Get something, put it in a pack that's some kind of insulated. That way it stays cool. Mm-hmm. It's going to keep you cool from within. It's going to keep you cool on your back. That's what you're going to want to do. More than one charged battery. If you know that there's a chance that your battery is going to fail, if you know your battery doesn't last, know your gun, know your battery. If you're running straight air, you might need a battery for that too. If you're running an electro pneumatic, you need a big enough tank or multiple tanks or that money to refill. So if you're going to play the field that doesn't do air fills, bring extra tanks. You got to have it.
With the batteries, I run a purchase I got from Dead End Outfitters, the store. I got a EMG M1919A4, and I have a 7.4 lithium ion 6,000 milliamp battery. I keep a 3,000 milliamp battery with all the other requirements on it as a backup just in case. It has never run out, but I have a backup.
But just in case. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. It literally matters. So worst thing than to have a fully functioning gun, you're not tired, you're in a good mood, and you have no way to get the dang thing to shoot.
Right.
Horrible feeling.
Yeah. So now we've gotten to the point where we're talking about you have a backup and a primary gun. Um, we mentioned before quality BBs, still quality BBs again. Got to have the quality BBs. Um, Only this time your quality BBs should be 2.5, 2.8, 3.2, somewhere in that realm. And HPA, Elite Force, those are your quality BBs. Those are the BBs you're gonna want. You're gonna want to shoot them. You want bio BBs, uh, taking care of Mother Earth. You absolutely want that. How are you gonna carry those BBs? Thank you, Mo. Extra mags. Don't skimp on mags. Stop at the high cap. It came with your first gun. You're not there anymore. Get good mags. Right now, my experience in the store over the past almost 2 years now, right?
Has it really been 2 years?
A year and a half, yeah. Um,
Wow.
the Right now, the best feeding magazine that I have found so far, believe it or not, Lancer Tactical just released their new polymer mags. They're 130 round, super high quality, high speed mags. I don't think I found anything they don't feed in yet. They're awesome,
That
absolutely
was the
awesome.
most surprising. Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but if you don't like them or you don't want them or something else, find you good quality mags and get them. Get enough that's gonna get enough so that at the end of the round that you're playing, you still have some left. Don't get enough to play the round. Get enough to play the round and then some, because you might have to flip it around. Um, Mo, you got a. I didn't know you had an AK. Speed loader. Obviously, plunger speed loader comes with most guns, or you buy one for $7. If you've got those extra mags, you're absolutely positively going to want a faster way to load them than just going like this. So, yeah, some kind of Odin or a Foden, something along those sorts. It's a large box, fill it with BBs, crank it up, fills all your mags. Um, that's you don't want to spend your entire break filling mags. You want to actually be able to take a minute, take a break. Um, Guns, mags, batteries, BBs.
Just to, before we go too much farther, just a synopsis of what we've gone over. Things that are practical purchases and things that are personal purchases.
Yep.
Outdoorsy clothes, outdoorsy shoes, nothing too extravagant. A gun that
Stick
shoots.
loader.
What was that?
Sorry, Mo said is stick loader. They still they
Oh,
they still sell those too.
yeah, Tokyo. I got the SGR 12, an AA 12 shotgun full auto. It came with a 20 round capacity plunger loader. I cannot believe they still provide those. But circling back, practical outdoorsy clothes, practical outdoorsy shoes, not flip flops or Crocs, a gun within your means, preferably 2 batteries for the day, a high quality bottle of BBs you can get at any whatever local field you go to. Eye protection, the one thing you shouldn't try and skip out on. Get what you can afford within your range, but nothing too cheap and ANZI rated. Uh, Lower face mesh optional. I mean, yeah. And now personal purchases. Are we going deeper into the personal purchases?
Yeah, and when I say need, mind you, like I said before, like I told Chris, bro, this is not a need like a need. This is one of those. If you're wanting to step your game up, this is one of the things that steps it up for you. So, let me throw this up here real quick. I don't know how to show the whole thing though. Sorry. It doesn't show everything, so I have to read some of it off. But Christopher said, uh, let's see, bladder trick. Let's see. Refill water bottles halfway and freeze them. Cut the water bottle plastic in half and drop the huge piece of ice into your bladder. As it melts, it gives you more water to drink. Use throughout the day for shit. Sorry. Use throughout the day for ice. Man. As it melts, it gives you more water to drink. Do this throughout the day for ice cold water. I also cut one of those window heat shields and have that in my bladder between my back and the bladder. Keeps my body heat from heating up the water. Okay, there you go. Also, blow the water back into the bladder after you drink so you don't suck in the hot hose water your next drink. Also, dumping some water flavoring in is a good thing. Last thing, when I get home from an event, I empty the bladder and put it in the freezer so mold won't grow. That makes sense. Uh, Also, lay half a filled water bottle on its side to freeze. Yep. Okay. So not freeze it so it's dense like this. Freeze it so it's long. Got it. Okay. Makes sense.
That was its own segment what you just did.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to read it out. So yeah, so you've got all that. Clothing wise, if you want to step that up, obviously something like a combat shirt where you've got stronger sleeves, but you've got the light center, light, your core is much lighter, like a wick away material. Pants again, something with ripstop that you're not afraid to fall on the ground with. You're not afraid you're going to get messed up. Some kind of boot, something for a rougher terrain. Those are things you're definitely going to want to help step your game up some more, so you're not destroying clothing every time you go out. Where we at? Guns, clothing, gear, patches, lots of patches. I don't know what you're talking about. Those are not all mine. Those are all community patches. But yes, patches, knee pads. Knee pads are great if you're getting combat pants. Most of them come with knee pads or a spot for knee pads. JPC, some kind of vest, some kind of carrier, something to carry your extra magazines and your extra gear. A sidearm if you don't have a sidearm. There's a lot of things that definitely step your game up, guys. Start somewhere and know that your necessities are, as we mentioned before, and then get to a level and then improve that level and get to a level and improve that level. You should keep doing that. Don't go out, spend $800 on your first game and expect that you're going to play to the level of your gear, because you're not. You're just not going to do it. Get to a particular level and then make your gear match you. That's really where you're going to want to be. So David, thank you. So helmets, something to protect your noggin. I am a smaller guy, so I generally don't wear a helmet because it's kind of like a bobblehead and it doesn't work well for me. So I started carrying here in the shop, and I wear myself personally the bump inserts. It's an insert, it's a cap insert, goes inside my hat, turns it into a helmet. Works great. Mo, perfect dump pouch. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got 6 magazines sitting inside your JPC. Pull one out, put it in, shoot it, it empties. Don't put it back in because you'll get confused where it goes. Throw it in a dump, pull the next one out. Keep doing that. That gets you playing.
A battle belt. I'll say this: an inner outer battle belt changed the game for me. If you don't want to wear run a plate carrier, but you want something efficient, battle belt with dump pouch and a couple taco mags on it. Mag pouches really will change the versatility of your kit. Really, it will. That wasn't a purchase I necessarily needed, but after I played for so long,
right,
especially in the Florida heat, I noticed, well, I'm running a machine gun with 2,500 rounds, and it's a 30-minute game. I only need, you know what I mean? I only need like the gun, 3 grenades, and it's a little shaded. Why am I taking my whole plate? Right. And then invested in an inner outer battle belt with a bunch of pouches, and couldn't recommend it more to Florida players.
Yeah,
and that goes into playing and getting based on how you play. So
what a perfect segue. Know your game style. Very, very important. After you've got all the gear and you've gotten on and played, one of the final things you need to do is know yourself. Know who you are, know how you play, know what you want out of this. You need that. You have to have that. So you're out playing. If you're not having fun, but you want to keep playing airsoft, ask yourself why. Why are you not having fun? Are you playing the wrong role? I think it was either Mo or Christopher that mentioned it before. Sniper rifles are not for everybody. Don't be a beginner and get a sniper rifle. Very, very seldom have I ever seen a new player get a sniper rifle and be very happy with it and keep playing. Very seldom. Sniper roll is for one out of every 300 players probably. It's so few and far between to find a guy who actually wants to be a sniper, wants that role. Know you. Know what you want to do. You need to know that. Once you know that and you know that you get right, and I'm gonna put that up. Cater gear to game. Let me hang on. This is from Mo. Cater your gear to the game. So and hold that thought because I'm gonna switch this real quick to this. Oops. Sorry, wrong one. I'm jumping all over. Um, Hardest part is figuring out what your game style is. Right. So with Mo said cater gear to game. Hardest part is figuring out. Once you know who you are and how you play, then you build your whole gear. You build your closet. You build your wardrobe out to that. When you've built it all out and you know exactly what you've got, then you go to the game. If you're at that game and these are short 10, 15-minute games, you may not need all of your gear, but all of your gear you're intimate with, you're familiar with. So you can separate some of it and shrink it down or increase it. But you have to be intimate with your gear, have to be intimate with your guns. You have to they have to be a part of you for this game. I'm not saying go overboard and sleep with your gun and do it. If you like playing the game, you like playing the sport, you like playing a hobby, and you want to do well, you want to be better, you have to be familiar with it. When I got some new stuff that was a short period of time before an upcoming event. I mean, I got it like 2 days beforehand. One night while I was setting all my stuff up, I actually put it was the backpack strap for my DMR. I put that on and spent the rest of the night while I was packing wearing it. So I knew whether or not it was going to work with my just general everyday movements while out on the field. And it worked great. You don't want to test it out at the event. Game days, that's fine. Bring it out, test it. But you don't want to go to a Milsim event and test out brand new gear. Don't wear your dual tubes at the pickup game. Uh, ounces ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain. Oh, very good. Yeah, don't overdo it. David said it. Christopher said it. Don't overdo it. Don't get out there thinking that you need a full a full 70-pound ruck. Don't wear your NBC gas mask. You don't need all that. This is unless you're role playing. That's a whole nother story. Go on.
If you're going to go to a LARP, it is liberating because depending on what the idea of the LARP or roleplay event is, you will take less than what you will ever play with ever. Sorry, slurred a little bit there, but it is liberating. The expectation is look the part more than be efficient. So my biggest piece of advice for people going to LARP or themed kind of events, focus on the comfort of your outfit and maybe focus on getting a pistol to integrate into it. That's it. Oh, and a change of clothes for after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watch your chafing.
Liquid baby powder in a can will change your life if you dress up for events. Super practical. Sincerely, I mean it. Most events have roleplay aspects. The gunfights are minimal. If you're going to a LARP event for gunfights, you are the minority and you are the annoying one. So just attend the event, focus on the outfit, focus on characterization, expect a gunfighter too, and go for comfort. Dress for comfort. Dress so that you can run. No one wants an outfit that when you're running, pieces of you are flying off. But practical advice.
Got as far as the chafing goes, feet, butt, crotch, armpits.
Preach.
Those are the areas you want to be careful of. I say armpits. Not everybody realizes it, But a lot of times when you're doing this, if you're depending on the gear you're wearing, whatever you, all right here gets heavily chafed, right?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I hope I don't. Hopefully, I don't have to tell anybody. Watch your crotch, watch your butt. Those things will chafe. That you sweat a lot. Hopefully, you're sweating a lot. Hopefully, you're not dehydrated, not sweating. And your feet. Your feet are important. Shoes you wear, socks you wear, all that kind of stuff. Make sure they fit right. Make sure they're tight. Make sure all of that. And then change your damn socks, guys. Yeah, no swamp ass. Thank you very much, Mo. I'll throw that one up there for you.
Hear that? Don't bring it. Don't pack your swamp ass, kids.
I thought swamp ass was 2 words. I guess I was wrong. Yeah.
Oh my.
And CRISPR said it right there. Focus on having fun, and you'll get shot, and your experience will be better, 100% better. Know that you're going out there to play this game, and you're not just out there to shoot. You're going to get shot. It's gonna happen. Nobody's super magic. Nobody is last lone survivor. American sniper. You're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Be okay with that. Be very okay with that. As long as you're okay with getting shot, you're gonna have a great time. And again, I think rounding it all out as we always do. The final need, well, two final needs: integrity. You must have integrity. This is an integrity-based sport. And have some damn fun. You gotta have fun. Why are you doing it if you're not having fun, guys? That's just dumb. Plain and simple, just dumb. Right? Gotta have fun. About as much fun as this cat is having, forcing you to stare at its butthole.
Simba.
Yeah. I like this. Dave said, check this out. Where do you go? Here we are. You pay to be a target. If you hit others, then it's a plus. I like that.
That is some wisdom. WIZ space DUMB. Seriously, I love that.
Yeah, I really do. I like that. That's that's an important statement. You showed up. You paid to be there. You didn't just pay to be there so you can gripe and moan at other people who are causing you to have a bad time. You paid to be there to play the entire game. The entire game consists of you getting shot as well as you shooting others. So, well, Mo, again, little pat on my back. Pat yourself on the back. Toucan, pat yourself on the back. We have a lot of fun at our field. We're very family oriented. We love our players. We love our community. Community has really bonded together. So yeah, we've had times where it's been as much, if not more fun in the parking lot than on the field. Getting together with people, having that kind of time, can't ask for more. Really, that's what it is to me. That's why the fact that I barely get to play doesn't matter. Occasionally I get to play. That's great. Don't get to play. That's fine. I'm having a good time. Plus, I get to cook. Any closing thoughts? Anybody? Any final thoughts? Anyone want to say anything? I want to say thank you, but
enough of that.
What was I thinking? Silly me. We got 1 minute left, guys. I want to try to end on time again, as we always try to do. We don't want to inundate you with any of this. Just wanted to give you guys some information and have a good time with you.
And keep it, within an hour, jam-packed full of info. If you like the event updates, let us know. If you like the news segments where I give you community news and airsoft news, I'm thinking about expanding that. Ooh, hydrate. That's a good one.
Right.
But like new airsoft gun releases and gear, like SHOT Show things. Thinking about it. Talk to Papa about it. Try to keep South Florida well informed. So.
CRISPR, I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. The idea is really just to bring this out to you guys. We're not out there chasing the hit the bell, subscribe, do the I don't care. Please look. The only benefit to that to us is more people get to see it, and hopefully they enjoy the sport a little bit more. That's all I care about. So if subscribing and hitting the bell and dialing my number and swiping left, and whatever else it is that you're supposed to do. Don't
Even-
care. Don't care. Do whatever you're gonna do. Just thank you guys, and if you have questions, definitely feel free to
Swiping left is Tinder.
whatever. I don't care. Feel free to do so, and if you have a question or anything like that, definitely send us a message. If you're in the local area, come on by. We got a game this Saturday. If you're in your local area throughout the week, come on by the shop. Happy to meet you. Happy to talk to you. Happy to sell you something if you want it. Be
So
nice to
register to vote. Hit your Twitter. Yeah.
elbow your Twitch, whatever you got to do. It doesn't matter. Here it is. Bang, bang, boom. We're done. Guys, thanks again. Really appreciate it. I love it. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you again at the next one. 2 weeks. Y'all be good.